Okay, so in this video we're going to continue looking at the measurement topic test. This is part 2 of the short answer section. So question 10 says, consider the field diagram below. Find the distance between A and B, leaving your answer in third form. So in order to do this, let's just create the same line there. We've now got a right angle triangle. Because this whole length is 46 and this length is 36, that means that this little section has to be 10 meters. Now we can use Pythagoras' theorem to work out the length of AB, or x. So because x is the shortest side, we're going to have the hypotenuse squared minus the other shorter side squared. The question wants us to leave our answer in third form, so all I'm going to do is put this into the calculator, not the square root sign. So 21 squared minus 10 squared is 341. So we have an answer of square root 341. Now instead of writing x, I'm just going to write AB. Hence, find the area of the field. So if this is root 341, find the area of the field. We know that the field is a trapezium. And the formula for the area of a trapezium is half the height times a plus b, where a and b are the two parallel sides. So first thing to do is locate the two parallel sides. That's 36 and 46. Now that I know which ones are parallel, I can add them together. The perpendicular height between the two of them is root 341. And divide that height by 2. So let's put that into the calculator. We have root 341 over 2. Whoops. Root 341 over 2 times 36 plus 46. 757.11. Meters squared. Oh, question A should be meters. Question C. If 5 millimeters of topsoil is spread uniformly over the field, determine the volume of topsoil required. Correct to 5 significant figures. So we have 757.11 meters squared. We need to convert that to square millimeters by timesing that by 100 squared to turn it to centimeter squared, and then timesing it by 10 squared to turn it into millimeter squared. 757.11 times 100 squared times 10 squared. 757.11 and 4 zeros. Okay, now that we've done that, we can work out the volume. The volume of topsoil is 757110000 times 5. Okay, now that they're both in millimeters, that gives us an answer of 378,555. 378,555 and 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4 millimeters cubed. I want the answer to be in 5 significant figures. So I can round this to 37856 00000. Okay, I need 5 non-zero digits, and now I've got 5 significant figures. This 5 here helps round this one up to 6. Question 11. Write each of the following in scientific notation correct to 3 significant figures. So what we could do is just write it in scientific notation first. 2.67985 times 10 to the power of 7. Okay, there are 7 digits there. But this has 6 significant figures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need it to have 3 significant figures. So I'm going to round this to 2.68 times 10 to the power 7. Now it has 3 significant figures. And it is this 9 that rounds to 7 into an 8. It's like normal rounding decimals. But now I have 3 significant figures because there are 3 digits there. Question B is the same thing. 1.01345 times 10 to the power of negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Except there are 6 significant figures here. So let's just round it. 1.01. I need 3 numbers, 3 significant figures, times 10 to the power minus 5. Because of this 3, this 1 remains the same. Question 12. Sadiqa is downloading a movie from an online rental store. The movie is approximately 8.45 gigabytes and her average download speed is 2.9 megabytes per second. Convert 8.45 gigs to megabytes. So remember, whenever we convert digital storage, we need to multiply or divide by 1024, not 1000. Because we're going from a bigger unit to a smaller unit, we need to multiply. So we're going to multiply 8.45 by 1024. 8.45 times 1024 is 8652.8 megabytes. Question B says, how long will it take for the movie to download? Leave your answer in minutes and seconds. So here we've got 2.9 megabytes per second. Let's see how many megabytes that is per minute. So 2.9 megabytes per second is equal to how many megabytes per minute? Well, we need to multiply that by 60. 2.9 times 60 is 174 megabytes per minute. So we're going to take that 8,652.8 divided by 174, and that will tell us how many minutes it will take to download this movie. So 8652.8 divided by 174 is 49.7 minutes. Now the question says to leave your answer in minutes and seconds. So we need to press the degrees, minutes, seconds button. That says 49 degrees, or 49 minutes in this case, and 43 seconds. 49 minutes and 43 seconds. Question 13. Consider the following composite shape. So here we have a rectangle and a semicircle. In order to work out x, which is actually the same length as AB, the diameter of this semicircle, let's work out how we would find this bit, the curved section of this semicircle. We know that is half a circle, so the arc length is equal to half of 2 pi r. Here the arc length is 20 pi. So what do we have from both sides? Actually, let's simplify this. We have 20 pi is equal to, well, half times 2 is just 1, is equal to pi r. we can see that they both have pi, so we can cancel pi from both sides, and that leaves us with a radius of 20. Well, if the radius is 20, if this is 20, that means the whole length, the diameter, must be 40. Because the whole length, the diameter, is the same length as x, x has to equal to 40. Question B. Find the area of the shape corrected 2 decimal places. So the area is going to be equal to the area of the rectangle plus the area of the semicircle. Area of a rectangle is length times width, which in this case is 40 times 9. Area of a semicircle is half pi r squared. Half times pi times r squared. Well, the radius is 20, so it'll be 20 squared. Let's put that in the calculator and see what we get. 40 times 9 plus half times pi times 20 squared. 988.32. 988.32, and the units is centimeters squared. Question 14. Find the limits of accuracy for a measurement of 7.2 millimeters. So we need the lower bound and we need the upper bound. The upper bound is always the easiest one to do. We're just going to add an extra digit, being 5. So we have our 7.2, and then we add that 5 millimeters. Once we've done the upper bound, the lower bound is easy to do. We look at the second last digit of the upper bound, and we minus 1. 7.15 millimeters. Question 15. This composite object comprises a hemisphere and a cone as shown. Find the exact perpendicular height of the cone. Because this says exact, we're going to leave our answer in third form. Now this is an example of a question where we might trick you, because you see 5, 12, you automatically think of 13, because 5, 12, 13 is one of the most overused Pythagorean triads. But 13 has to, because it's the biggest number, has to be the hypotenuse. Here 12 is the hypotenuse, so it can't be 5, 12, 13. So let's call this h. H is therefore equal to the square root. Because h is the shorter side, I'll be taking the hypotenuse squared minus the other shorter side squared. And we're going to put only this bit into the calculator. 12 squared minus 5 squared is 119. So h is equal to the square root of 119. Okay, I think we only have time for one more question. We'll see. What is the height of the whole object correct to 3 decimal places? Well, we know that the radius is 5. Therefore up here, that's also a radius, that's also 5. So the height of the whole object is root 119. H plus 5 to 3 decimal places is 15.909. 15.909 meters. That should be meters up here as well. And that's it for this video. If you want the answer to question C, just ask me in class.